Black played. Queen f5. Pause the video and try to find white's next move. Black is preparing to play. On g5. On g3. On a5. King g2. On b4. On takes b4. Rook c2 check and dominate the board. On g4 was chosen by white. White might go for pawn takes f5 and gain a significant edge. On d4 move preferred by black. Black intends to play. On takes e3. On takes f5. On takes f5. Rook takes e3. On f4. Rook d3. Rook c5. On c4. Rook takes e5 and dominate the board. On takes d4 was chosen by white. Queen takes f3. Queen takes f3. Rook takes c1. White has a strong upper hand. Let's go to the next game. Black played. Knight f3. Pause the video and try to find white's next move. Rook f1. Knight takes d2. Rook takes f2. Bishop takes f2. Queen takes d2. Bishop g3. Black is struggling to keep up. Let's go to the next game. White made a move. On f3. Pause the video to figure out black's next move. Bishop c5 check. King h1. Knight b4. On takes g4. Knight takes d3. On takes d3. White's loss is confirmed. Let's go to the next game. White played. Rook d2. Pause the video to find out black's response. On g5. Black's idea is to play pawn takes f4 and increase their advantage significantly. Knight takes h6 was chosen by white. Bishop takes h6. On takes g5. Bishop takes g5. Bishop takes g5. Rook takes g5. Bishop h3. White is struggling to keep up. Let's go to the next game. Black made a move. On b5. Pause the video and try to find white's next move. Knight b4. Knight d2. Knight takes c2. Knight takes f3 check. On takes f3. On takes c4. On takes c4. Rook c8. Black has no response. Let's go to the next game. Black made a move. Knight e5. Pause the video to find out white's response. Knight takes e5. On takes e5. On d6. On h6. On b3. White is looking to play pawn takes e7 and seize the initiative. Bishop takes d6 was chosen by black. Queen takes d6. Rook c8. Black is outplayed. Let's go to the next game. Black made a move. Queen e3. Pause the video and try to predict white's next move. Rook f3. White is planning to play rook takes e3 and increase their advantage significantly. Queen e4 played by black. Black is preparing to play queen takes c2 and seize the initiative. Rook fd3 was chosen by white. White intends to play bishop takes e4 and seize the initiative. Rook takes d3 move preferred by black. Rook takes d3. On b6. On h4. Bishop b7. Black might go for queen takes g2 mate and establish a winning position. Bishop takes e4 played by white. Bishop takes e4 check. White has a strong upper hand. Let's go to the next game. Black made a move. Queen d6. Pause the video to find out white's response. Black wants to play queen takes d8 and gain a significant edge. Queen takes d6 played by white. Pawn takes d6. On e7. White might go for pawn promotes to queen at e8 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Bishop takes e7 was chosen by black. Rook takes e7. Knight f5. Black is preparing to play knight takes e7 and increase their advantage significantly. Rook f7 played by white. White is setting up to play rook takes f5 and dominate the board. Knight d4 was chosen by black. On c3. White is setting up to play pawn takes d4 and dominate the board. Knight b3 was chosen by black. Black is planning to play knight takes a1 and secure a stronghold in the game. Rook a3 was chosen by white. White intends to play rook takes b3 and dominate the board. Knight d2 played by black. Rook takes g7. On h5 black is outplayed. Let's go to the next game. Black made a move. King castled kingside. Pause the video to find out white's response. Black is preparing to play queen a5, rook a1, queen c5, knight e4, queen b4 check, king e2, knight g4, queen d4, pawn takes d5 and increase their advantage significantly. Rook a1 was chosen by white. Queen takes a1 check. Queen takes a1. Pawn takes d5. King castled kingside. On a5. On c5. On a4. Queen a3. On d4. Knight c4. White wants to play knight b6. Rook a7. Rook a1. Bishop e6. Queen b4. Rook d8. Rook takes a4. Rook takes a4. Knight takes a4 and increase their advantage significantly. Knight d5 played by black. On h4. Bishop e6. On f4. Knight f6. Knight b6. White's idea is to play knight takes a8 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Rook a7 played by black. On f5. White's idea is to play pawn takes e6 and secure a stronghold in the game. Bishop d5 played by black. Rook f4. White is preparing to play knight takes d5. Pawn takes d5. Rook takes d4 and gain a significant edge. On h5 played by black. Rook takes d4. Bishop b3. White is dominating the board. Let's go to the next game. White played bishop b4. Pause the video and try to find black's next move. White's idea is to play pawn takes d5. Knight takes d5. Bishop takes c6 and gain a significant edge. Pawn b5 played by black. Black's idea is to play knight takes b4 and gain a significant edge. Bishop takes e7 was chosen by white. Knight takes e7. Pawn takes b5. Pawn takes b5. Bishop takes b5. Queen takes b5. Rook takes c7. Queen b4. Black might go for rook takes a2 and dominate the board. On a4 move preferred by white. On f4. Black considers playing queen d6. Rook b7. On f3 and secure a stronghold in the game. Queen c1 move preferred by white. Rook ac8. Black considers playing rook takes c7. Queen takes c7. Pawn takes e3. Pawn takes e3. Queen takes b3 and gain a significant edge. Rook takes c8 move preferred by white. Rook takes c8. Queen d1. Queen c3. Black might go for pawn takes e3 and establish a winning position. Pawn takes f4 move preferred by white. Knight f5. Pawn h3. Pawn h6. Queen b1. Knight takes d4. Queen d1. Rook d8. Black might go for knight takes b3 and take decisive advantage. Pawn b4 move preferred by white. Queen takes b4. Pawn a5 black is in a commanding position. Let's go to the next game.